Welcome back to another episode of Chronicles of Tech, where we dive deep into the stories that make the tech world so unbelievably fascinating.
Yes, indeed. I'm Chloe, and alongside me is our resident tech guru, Daniel.
And on today's episode, we're going to unearth the story of a woman who is often overshadowed by her more famous contemporaries. Spoiler alert, she's not just any woman, she's known as the first ever computer programmer in history.
That's right. Ada Lovelace, a name that might sound familiar, but can you guess what groundbreaking concept she laid the groundwork for in the 19th century? Trust me, it's more important than you might think.
Ooh, I love where this is heading. But we won't reveal what that is just yet. Instead, let's set the stage and journey back in time to the early 1800s.
Picture it. The air is thick with the musings of revolution and innovation. The Industrial Revolution is in full swing, steam engines, machinery, you name it.
Exactly. And our protagonist, Ada Lovelace, was born on December 10, 1815, in London. Now, here's a fun fact. She was the only legitimate child of the famous poet Lord Byron.
Did you know she never really knew her father? He abandoned the family when Ada was just a baby. I wonder if him being away had some influence on her life choices.
Maybe it fueled a desire to be more than a societal ornament. Because let's be honest, the 1800s were not exactly a prime era for women's rights.
Right? But Ada's mother, Lady Byron, was determined that Ada would develop her intellect. She encouraged her to study mathematics and science, which was a radical move at the time.
You could say Lady Byron was ahead of her time.
Totally. And boy, did Ada take to it like a duck to water. She was fascinated by a variety of subjects, but her real passion ignited when she crossed paths with Charles Babbage, the father of the computer.
Babbage was the king of the analytical engine. Now, everyone grab your popcorn, this is where the magic happens. Ada wasn't just a passive observer, she jumped into the fray.
Imagine it. Here's this brilliant woman in a man's world, throwing herself into a wild sea of gears and algorithms.
And hold on to your hats because she did something remarkable. Ada translated an article from Italy about Babbage's work, and not only that, but she added her own extensive notes to it.
Those notes weren't just any notes. They contained what many historians agree was the very first algorithm ever written for a machine. Hence, the title of First Computer Programmer.
There you go. The revelation starts to take shape. But here's a question for you, dear listeners. In a time with no computers, no internet, how did she even conceive of programming?
Exactly. It's baffling. Programming algorithms, while everything around was more grinding gears and huffing steam.
She had an incredible imagination. Ada envisioned what a future filled with computers could look like, pondering how they could one day do more than just calculations.
She even anticipated the concept of artificial intelligence. She wrote about how a machine could have the potential to manipulate symbols and create music or art. I mean, could she have been a steampunk visionary for today's AI-driven art and music?
Right? Her foresight is simply mind-blowing. But despite her brilliance, Ada faced numerous obstacles. Societal norms relegated women to the domestic sphere, and her contributions were often downplayed or ignored.
What a shame. Imagine how field-shifting her influence could have been if it were appreciated back then.
Absolutely. Ada's life was full of ups and downs. She faced health issues, financial troubles, and struggled with societal expectations. But she persisted.
And that persistence led to some fascinating collaborations. One significant friendship was with Babbage's contemporaries. During the time, they were all trying to revolutionize the potential of machines.
But sadly, Ada's life was cut short. She died at the young age of 36 from cancer. Yet her legacy continued to thrive, albeit slowly, for decades following her death.
Fast forward to today, the tech world recognizes her contributions more and more. You'll find the Ada Lovelace Day, an international celebration of women in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, STEM.
And recently, more tech companies have turned to her legacy as inspiration in their work, positively impacting future generations.
So, circling back to that intriguing question we teased earlier, what groundbreaking concept did Ada Lovelace pioneer that continues to influence our modern world?
Drum roll, please. Sound effects, drum roll.
The concept of programming as we know it today.
That's right. Ada showed us that machines could be programmed to operate beyond mere calculation, a notion that laid the foundation for the technology we now rely on.
So, thank you, Ada Lovelace, for your contributions. You may have thrived in a world of gears, but your legacy continues to run the show in the digital realm.
That's a wrap for today's journey through the Tech Chronicles. Remember to celebrate women like Ada Lovelace, who shaped the foundation of our tech future.
If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with your friends.
Until next time, keep questioning and exploring the stories that make technology the thrilling adventure it is.
See you later, tech enthusiasts!